Let's do some makeup. If you want to see how I did my lashes, look at the pinned video. I already did my skincare, and if you know me, you know I did the Absolute Super Elixir by Dr. C2. I couldn't help myself. Now we're going to go in with the Pharmacy VFX Pro Blur Primer. This really does blur your pores, you guys, and it just mixes so nicely. It's a little jealousy. It mixes so nicely with the foundation that they have, and it's my favorite foundation in the world, so I might as well get the good primer for it, right? Give that a couple minutes to sink into your skin. And just so y'all know, I will be trying out this putty blush today. We are putting our beautiful hair back for the moment in order to achieve a hot girl look. I want to run my nails through my hair because I just did that and one of the nails came off of my the press-ons. One of the nails came off. So yeah, we won't be doing that again. Excuse me. Next, we're going to move forward with our foundation. I have the VFX Pro Camera Ready Foundation by Pharmacy. Okay, this is my favorite foundation in the world. You're not going to find a better foundation than this one. And I like to put it on the back of my hand and then evenly disperse it on the back of my hand with a brush to evenly disperse it on my face. I got that from a makeup artist. She said she was like upset that everybody was putting their makeup on by pouring it on their face and then blending it out. She was like, this is not the right way to do it. And then she showed the right way to do it, which I guess is the right way to do it, is to put the foundation on the back of your hand and evenly disperse it so you can evenly disperse it on your face. So I always remember that, and now I try to go by it quite often, but I don't always do it. Nor this side, because it has such a thin layer, it barely has any foundation on it, but look at this side. She's looking good. Let's get some more. You want to stipple always, never swipe. And I think I said that in another video, and then someone commented saying that, and I was so confused. Like, is that what I was saying? Or maybe she was just agreeing with me. I'm not really sure. But I love you guys, and thank you for watching. Anybody who's watching this right now, like, thank you so much. And if you've made it this far, make sure to comment your favorite color. And I love you guys for making it this far. Right now, I'm adding another layer of foundation, and it's looking better and better. I think a lot of people think you're supposed to use like a little bit of foundation or something, because I have noticed that people that use less are more confused about why their makeup isn't looking good, when really you're just supposed to use a lot of makeup. Like a lot of foundation, a lot of concealer, a lot of makeup period is really kind of the formula, but not too much obviously, but a lot. If that makes any sense. Not too much, but not too little. Because too little won't look right either. You gotta find the right balance in life, I guess. And makeup, as you do in life. Everything's about balance. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. A little trick I learned is to spray a beauty blender with some fixing spray by Pharmacy. I'll show you. This is the fixing spray. It's to set your makeup, but you can also spray it on a beauty sponge and use it to blend your makeup in better. So I'm gonna go over my makeup because I know there's a couple areas it's not blended very well, and just kind of make sure it's all blended in nice on my skin and stuff. And then I'll do the same thing once I like put blush and stuff on to make sure it's all cohesive to my face and the makeup that's on it. But I almost think I need more makeup because I can still kind of see my freckles. Putting some more makeup on, but this time I'm putting it on with a sponge. Just to kind of, wow, look at that. Wow, the brush got nothing on the sponge. I mean, I like to use brushes over sponges because they have more coverage. because sponges absorb, so they take away the coverage. But man, does this sponge make the foundation look so much better than that brush. I think I need to wash that brush, honestly. It just looks so good with the sponge. The only spot you want to swipe is right here at the chin where you're going into your neck to kind of make that all blend well. I'm just gonna get just a little bit more off my face and then just kind of a round of applause for the VFX Pro Camera Ready Foundation, ladies and gents. This stuff is amazing. Next, I'm gonna use Pharmacy's lipstick, and I'm gonna use the color Tongue Tied. Kind of goes with my outfit. Isn't that so pretty? I like to wait for it to dry and add another layer. You'll see what I'm talking about. Actually, I might add the other layer after I'm done with all my makeup, so it just like doesn't get ruined by any of the makeup. Virgolicious definition, make them girls go crazy. Next, we're gonna use the VFX Pro Concealer. This is in shade 00. It's the lightest shade. Just gonna go under the eyes really nicely. Up like that. So you want to lift right here, the eyes, and up here to kind of get that lift. Now we're gonna blend it. And you want to blend your concealer in place. Putting on deep brown eyeliner. It's Pharmacy's. Now we're gonna do some contour. I'm using the NYX Wonder Stick, and on one side there's a contour, on the other side there is a highlight. The contour is a little dark for me. It was from when I was tanner, but I'll just put a little bit on, and that should attribute to the fact that it's darker. It is really easy to draw the contour with the NYX stick. I will say that, even though I kind of messed up the nose. And then we blend.
What?
I think you're setting down the controller.
Oh, sorry. The guy that got shot yesterday is a young guy.
You guys were just talking about that.
No, not the killer, the innocent bystander.
Oh.
He was shielding his daughters and wife.
Oh my god, that's so sad.
Pretty
Love you, baby.
Does anybody want to go to Myers?
Myers.
Yeah.
Meyer.
Myers.
Meyer.
Why do you need to go to more than one?
And then I'm gonna do the nose with the beauty blender that is damp. Kind of gives you that button nose effect.
That's what she said.
Then we can take our sponge with fixing spray on it and just kind of go over all the spots that we want blended a little more cohesively. Next, we're going to use the putty blush from e.l.f. This is in color Bermuda. Looks like this. And you open it, and there's the putty blush. I'm going to take a simple small blush brush, and just take some on there and just go in. Might need a little bit more than I'm thinking. It's a little harder to get on than I thought it would be, but it does blend very nicely and has a nice little shine to it.
I'll show you some shine.
It really is a very beautiful blush. Now that we've got all our liquid and cream makeups done, we're going to spray it with some fixing spray just to kind of give a layer of setting spray in between the liquid makeup and the powder makeup. Some people like to spray it until they're almost dripping wet, but I do it a little less than that. While that is drying, I'm going to do my eyebrows with the Shoudy-Riner Brow Perfection. I have it in the color chocolate, I believe. And you just want to flick up on your brow. Kind of got one in the wrong spot right there, though.
Let's look at the wrist. Let's look at the wrist.
So see this brow versus this brow, it just has a little bit more of a hairier appearance. Just flick up. And then over here, of course, you can kind of go down. And your brows are done. You don't have to use any pencils or anything like that. I think Shoudy-Riner is awesome for products like this. Next, we're gonna bake our face. To match my nails and outfit, I will be using Kim Chi's Puff Puff Pass in the color Ivender, which is lavender and ivory combined. I just pour some into the lid like it's a tray, and then use a powder puff to kind of gather that, and then put some on the palm of my hand to get it off so it's not all cakey on my face. And then I just go in on my face and just blot it on. And I put it in all the areas you want it to be light, like down here, underneath the contour, the center of the nose. Oops, I put way too much on. Sometimes you can put too much on and you can just brush it off later, so once it's done baking. It is an easy thing to do, to put too much product on, especially with stuff like this kind of powder. There's a lot of it. And then give it a little bit to set and bake. After a couple of minutes, you want to use a brush and just kind of wipe it away. Or into the skin, or whatever you want to call it. Next, I would normally put on a powder blush, but since we are using the putty blush today, I'm just going to put on a little bit more of that. Kind of over the powder. To kind of reinforce that shimmery blushy look. And I make almost like a triangle on my face with my blush going up this way to kind of pull it up. And you can put a little bit on the nose for that sun-kissed look. Next, I'll be using NYX Contour and Highlight Palette. And I'm just going to use some powdered contour to go over the contour that I put on my face. That was cream based. Now this is powder, so kind of set it and bring it back to the forefront. Put way too much on, so now I have to blend it a lot. Down here. A little up here, right here. On the sides of your nose if you can get them. On the sides of your forehead. Now we can put on our pressed powder. I use Pharmacy's BB powder in Cool Light. It's the lightest color. And it goes on nice and bright. For those brightening under eyes and other spots you want to brighten your face. Tip of the nose. The bridge of the nose. Tip of the chin. Right under here where we did our contour. Here where we did our contour, and just the middle of the forehead. Now we want to spray our face with some fixing spray because we got done with our powdered makeup. Using a highlighter brush by Pharmacy and this Infinite palette by Pharmacy with a highlighter on the palette, I'm going to use this highlighter and just go up and down the nose. Corner of the eyes, which this brush gets really well. The bridge of the forehead, or of the eyelid. The middle of the chin, and then just kind of graze over where you put your blush. And like I promised, I'll put on the lipstick. Another shade of the lips. Another layer of the lipstick now that I have all my makeup on. Look how pretty that looks. Now let's take our hair down. And you can kind of see how giving this look is with the hair down. Thanks, you guys. I love you.